So this is USDCAD analysis for Friday the 15th of December. Now, let's have a look at what happened with prices and where they might potentially go. So we've had this strong move over here to your left. And we've not got up to that 129. 129 is a very strong level, a significant level. That's the level I was looking for prices to head. Instead, what we have had is prices have come into a bit of a trading range, as we can see here, which is something I'm not really a big fan of. Usually I like to see prices head towards a level, or there will be a very well-defined trading range. Now we've entered a very small trading range, and it is not. It's far too small a range to actually mark out on the chart. So we went into this somewhat a bit of this trading range here. We've had some sell side momentum and buy side momentum come into the market. So we're using the 128.40 as a reference point. It's already marked out here on the charts. So we've been oscillating in around this 128.40 and 128.80. So pretty big oscillation, to be honest. What we have seen is some sell side momentum come into the market in regards to the US dollar against the CAD. Now, the sell side momentum has taken us below 127.78. So let's see. 27.78 was a level that is a very strong level that we were looking at, and we did break below that. We did also break below this 27.56, and we were heading towards that 127, but prices have actually reversed before getting all the way down to this 127, as you can see here. And we've had some bullish buy side momentum come back into the market, and we have traded back above this 127.78. Now we do look poised for we are on our current retest, so it's 27.78. So if we do see a breakdown, we'll be talking this 27.56, beyond which we're looking for 127, and below that we're looking at 126.70. If we do have quite a bit of volatility, again 126.22 could potentially come into focus, but I can't see us moving much beyond 126.70, to be honest. So we've come up into this 200 period moving average here. We've had a brief sell off here into this 127.78. So if we do see bullish buy side momentum coming to the market, we'll be targeting 128.40, beyond which you're looking for the very strong significant level in around this 129. If we do break above 129, we are looking all the way up at 129.44. That's the very strong significant level above 129. And again, we would expect that to be the far end of range. In a similar way, we would expect 126.70 to be the far end of the range to the downside. So we could potentially see a sell-off back down here. We post a higher low, so we've had a low there, potentially a higher low for targeting before prices head towards our upside targets. Now, if we do see that breakdown that we've mentioned earlier, again, we've mentioned all levels to the downside that we are potentially targeting. So with that said, that should wrap up. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. Be aware of the 200 period moving average, and we've also got a 400 period moving average pretty close to this 127.78. So these may act as dynamic levels of support and resistance. So before a potential move to the 128.40, we'd have to first successfully navigate the 400 and 200 period moving average before we have clear sailing towards that 129 and 129.44 once we successfully navigate 128.40. And with that said, that's wrap up the US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.